Hey, I'm Andy Aledort, and in today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you the essential things you need to know to be a guitar hero. Here we go. All right, an essential technique you need to know to be a guitar hero is to play some bitchin'ly fast E minor pentatonic riffs or E blues scale riffs using open strings, like Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, Johnny Winter, all of your classic rock guitar heroes. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one of those riffs where I'm cramming in as many notes as I can, just about as fast as possible, but at the same time, keeping a semblance of a real phrase that's happening. So it's sort of broken up between 30-second notes and then 30-second quintuplets, which is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 notes on a downbeat, 5 notes on an upbeat. Da 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 da. Between straight 30 seconds. Da 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 da. But like I say, you're cramming, so it's a combination of something that actually is phrased rhythmically, specifically, and something that isn't. It's just supposed to sound like a wash of notes. It's based primarily on the E blues scale, which descending would be G, E, D, B, B flat, A, G, E, D, B, B flat, A, G, E. And I start by going 3rd fret of the high string and a quick hammer pull off the 2nd fret. Land on the 3rd fret of the B. That's open high E to open B, hammer to the 3rd fret and open high E again. So that's beat 1. Then the first half of beat 2 is pull off 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret, pull back, open, 2nd fret. B string, G string, D string. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2nd fret, 3rd fret hammer, pull off back to 2nd, pull off to open, land back on 2nd fret of the D. So you put those 2 beats together. Or you could use a push, sliding up and down. 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, open. Whichever you like. Then I played. That's the first half of B3. 2nd, open, 2nd, pull off, 2nd. Open, hammer to 2nd, 2nd, 2nd. So B3 is. Put it all together. And then the last beat. This is open D, 1st fret of the A, pull off to the open A, 3rd fret of the low E, pull off to the open E. And then you allow the open 6th string to ring when you play another E, 2nd fret of the D, and then another E, the open high E. And what I do is I pick the open low E with the down pick, and I pick the E note at the 2nd fret of the D with the down pick, letting them ring. But then I get that last open high E by picking with the ring finger of my picking. No real rock guitar hero would be worth his salt if you didn't know some essential minor pentatonic riffs for soloing. So I'm going to show you a handful of riffs right now. They're all going to be based on A minor pentatonic, played in 5th position. Here's the scale. All right, this first riff, I'm starting by bending 7th fret of the G string up a whole step, and I use my middle finger, and then I'm barring across the top 2 strings at the 5th fret. And then a pull off 8th fret to 5th fret on the B string. And it's like 2 triplets. So the first note carries for the first 2 notes of a 16th note triplet. Ba 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 ba. The way I'm picking this with the right hand is the first 2 picks are a downstroke. Then this is an upstroke, down, and a pull off. All right, this next riff, I'm just pulling off 8th fret to the 5th fret on the high E string. The index finger is still barred across the 5th fret on the top 2 strings, the B string and the high E string. And these are, again, 16th note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, with each triplet on a part of the beat. Downbeat, upbeat, downbeat, upbeat. All right, now I'm expanding on the idea of using these 16th note triplets, and I'm going down the whole scale in groups of 3. So you start 8th fret, pull off to 5th, followed by 8th on the B. Then you're going to go 1 note lower each time. Now we're going to go 5th fret on the high E, 8th fret, pull off to 5th. So 1 note lower by starting on 8th fret of the B, pull off, land on 7th fret of the G. And then 5th fret, 7th, 5th. Then continue that process going 1 note lower each time. So that's 7th fret, 5th, 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 7th, 5th, 8th, 5th, 8th, 5th. All right, our next technique is something called whammy trills. What's a whammy trill? Well, this is a whammy bar, we know that. And a whammy bar generally is used to either shake a note so it goes back and forth, which is a tremolo kind of effect, which is the reason why these are also known as tremolo arms, or for dive bombs. So here's the first whammy trill. I'm going to do a trill, which is where you move quickly between 2 notes. I'm trilling between the open G and the 2nd fret of the G string, and then I'm going to go down on the arm and come back up. So I'm just trilling. And then I come back up slowly. It sounds good when you do it fast. And you hear Jimi Hendrix do things like this on songs like Voodoo Child, Slight Return. You can also use fretted notes to do whammy trills. So in this one, I'm going to be hammering. This will be played in the key of A. And I'll be hammering between the 5th fret of the G string and the 7th fret. And I'm going to go up and down on the arm. And that riff would be like this. So what I did is I did dips on each trill. Then you come off. Or you could do the same thing, go down. Another essential technique to be a true guitar hero is to do some fretboard tapping, as made popular by the great Eddie Van Halen. So here's a tapping riff. It's in the key of A. Here we go. All right, in this tapping riff, it's just a symmetrical pattern, meaning I do the same thing across all the strings. I start with a tap on the 12th fret of the high E string, and that's the pickup. So the subsequent open E string is the downbeat. So open, 5th, 7th, back to 12. And then I start the next string by starting on the 12th fret of the B string, and that's falling in the same place, which would essentially be the last 16th note, 2. So the open B is the downbeat of the second bar. And it's the same technique, 12, open, 5, 7. Then I'm going to continue to the G, to the D, to the A, so it's the same thing on each string as you go across. And then when I get here, I'm going 12-7, 12-6, 12-5, 12-3, and then I'm going to go back and forth 5-3 against the 12. Bend that C up to C sharp because we're in the key of A, and that sounds like a major third. While this is being bent and vibratoed, I'm going to tap on the 11th fret, which is going to sound a high A, because the 11th fret, which is normally A flat, is pulled up with the fret hand finger. Once you get all of these riffs together, you will be well on your way to being a guitar hero. It's a couple other things you should get. A blonde wig, long hair, build up those pecs, start walking around without a shirt on. You'll be a guitar hero in no time. I'll see you next time.